We are in the mode of A dorian today, similar to your usual A minor scale, except you've got a raised sixth note of the scale. You don't really have to worry about that. We're just gonna play it. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hey fiddlers, welcome to today's fiddle lesson video. Today we're going to be learning a tune called Highlander's Farewell to Ireland. This is a traditional Scottish Strathspey that can be played various different ways with all kinds of cool variations. This is just one rendition of the tune that I'm giving you today, but you should check out the others. If you'd like sheet music and practice tracks for this tune, you will find a link for that in the description. All right, let's learn the Highlander's Farewell to Ireland. So first of all, let's figure out what key we're in so we know where these left-hand fingers are gonna go. We are in the mode of A dorian today, similar to your usual A minor scale, except you've got a raised sixth note of the scale. You don't really have to worry about that. We're just gonna play it. So here's your A dorian scale, starting with your A on the G string, which is your first finger on the G string. So it's gonna go 1, 2, 3, D, 1, 2, that's the F sharp in there, 3, A. Let's go on and do the second octave of that A dorian scale. So we've got A, 1, low 2, 3, E, 1, that's the F sharp again, low 2, and 3. Okay, so our mode is A dorian. Let's figure out our time signature. Highlander's Farewell to Ireland is a Strathspey. It's in 4/4 time. So we're thinking 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Strathspeys have some interesting stuff going on with the rhythm that you might not find in, for example, Irish music all that much. And one of those things is this dotted rhythm that can switch between a long short and a short long. Long short would be long short long short long short long short. Short long would be short long short long short long short long. Also called the Scotch snap. You'll get mixes of those, so you might have a long short short long, or you might have a short long long short. That's the idea. Okay, we're in A dorian, we're in 4/4 time playing a Strathspey. Let's go ahead and learn this tune. As I often do, I'll be teaching this tune by ear, so I will play a small piece of the tune. You can pause the video and try to play it back, and I'll repeat that, and you can just keep trying. If I move on before you've got it, no worries, you can always just scroll back and try again. As with many fiddle tunes, this tune has an A part, which is the first half of the tune, and a B part, which is the second half of the tune, and you play each of them twice. Let's start by learning the A part. The first phrase of the A part starts with your first finger on the G string playing an A, and it'll go like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so it's hanging out around that A, and then it hops up and almost does an arpeggio back down. Finger numbers. 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 1, D, 2, G, G. The second phrase of the A part starts with your third finger on the D string playing a G, and it'll go like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so it's walking up, and then it travels back down. Finger numbers. 3, 1, D, 1, 3, A, 1, A, 3, 1, 3, D, 2, 1, 1. And that's it for the A part of the tune. Let's go ahead and try putting those two phrases together, and we're gonna play it 2 times through. Remember, we're starting with that first finger on the G string playing an A. 1, 2, 3, 4. First phrase. Second phrase. Again. All right, we've got our A part, the first half of the tune. Let's move on to our B part, the second half of the tune. So the A part's pretty low down there on the fiddle. We're gonna be playing the B part up on the higher strings. The first phrase of the B part starts with your third finger on the E string playing an A note, and it'll go like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's hanging out around that A, then it goes to the G and does a little scale down. Finger numbers. 3, 3, low 2, 3, 3, low 2, low 2 again, E, 3, low 2, 1, A, 3. The second phrase of the B part starts with your low second finger on the E string playing a G, and it'll go like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. So here we're actually playing the same thing as phrase 2 of the A part, we're just doing it up an octave. So we start, instead of starting on this G, we're starting on this G. Finger numbers, low 2, E, 3, E, low 2, 3, 4, 3, low 2, E, low 2, 3, 1, A, A. That is actually the entire B part, so let's go ahead and string those two phrases together. We'll play it 2 times through. Remember, we're starting with that third finger on the E string, playing an A. 1, 2, 3, 4. First phrase. Second. Repeat. We now have the A part and the B part. Let's go ahead and play the whole tune all the way through. A, A, B, B. We're starting with that first finger on the G string, playing an A. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. To try playing that with guitar backup, you can go back to the beginning of the video and play it along with me. For those of you who would like to stick around, let's go ahead and learn a variation on this tune. So we're just going to be adding 2 things to this tune. We're going to be adding some double stops at the beginning of the tune in the A part, and we're also going to be adding a melodic variation at the beginning of the B part that uses an arpeggio. So let's start with that A part, and here is what it's going to sound like. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, so here's what's going on there. The normal melody in that first phrase would just be we're adding a double stop to that first finger note on the G string, your A, and all we're going to do for starters is just place that first finger in between those 2 strings. So sort of on the G and the D string at the same time. You can almost imagine there's an invisible string between them that you're playing. So then try playing a double stop. So you put your bow across both of those strings and you play it. We're going to keep that first finger in place as we play the other melodic notes on the A string. So it would go, but since we're also playing that first finger over on the D at the same time above the melody, this is what it'll sound like. Make sure that second finger doesn't accidentally kind of hit the D string above, because that could be a little unpleasant. So moving on, we're going to play that F sharp on the D string, and then go to the third finger on the D string, which is a G. But beneath that note, we're going to play an open G. This is our last double stop here. And then we just play the normal melody. So we've got that first double stop, your first finger over both strings. Then that little F sharp leading to the G, and a G double stop with the open G. Then we just play our way to the end of the A part. All right, let's try that whole A part variation. We're gonna do it 2 times through. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that's our A part variation. Let's move on to the B part variation. Here's a quick overview of what it'll sound like. 1, 2, 3, 4. So right out of the gate, we're starting with an arpeggio, and it's starting on that 3rd finger note, the first note of the B part. The A on the E string. It's just an arpeggio going down and then back up to that note. When I play the arpeggio, I'm sort of thinking in groups of 3 notes. So 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3. And with those groups of 3, I might give a little more time to the first note in the set of 3. So giving it a little bit of a dotted rhythm. Then we're gonna launch ourselves into the next part of the tune with these 3 notes, getting to that G, and then we just play the rest of the phrase. So it's arpeggio, then just these 3 notes, and then we play to the end. And that's it for the B part. So let's try playing it 2 times through, starting with that arpeggio. 1, 2, 3, 4. So now let's go ahead and we'll put our A part and our B part together. We'll play the tune A, A, B, B. Starting with that first finger double stop on the bottom 2 strings. 1, 2, 3, 4. If you'd like to try playing that variation along with guitar backup, you can go back to the beginning of the video and play it along with me. All right, fiddlers, thank you so much for tuning in for today's tune. I hope you love it. And if you'd like sheet music and practice tracks for this variation and the tune and a harmony, you'll find a link for that in the description. It also comes with a chord chart for all those chord playing folks in your life. Many thanks to my brother Dan Faiella for his guitar backup on this video. Have a wonderful day, happy fiddling, and I'll see you soon.